Welcome back. We will try to complete our objectives here. So we have to hold the front line for 10 minutes, and then we have to get the supply caches. This is actually a kind of a tricky mission. I completed it, but I didn't get the objective done. So I think I got an idea of how to do this, so I'm going to replay this mission and see what we can do.
Waiting down there all this time, building their numbers. But they won't get past the guns of Fort Maru. This is where we hold them.
Oh. Here we go.
Outer defenses will get hit first. Make them pay for every inch of ground.
So the big thing is to get your main objective, you need to hold this base down here for 10 minutes. What I think works most effectively here is to get some combat engineers going, in addition to just the riflemen, because they're able to suppress.
Here comes the first
and then you can end up building some machine gun towers to help you.
We look forward to?
This would be totally unnecessary if you're not trying to go for the objective, because you can just retreat and pull back to the stronger bases.
Alert.
But because, again, we're playing this on brutal difficulty and we want to do primary, secondary, and achievements, we are going to get this going, as much as possible. But the big thing is you need to have the suppression and the combination for the incendiary grenades to help you hold back the tigers that end up coming in the later stages of the match. And then you can use your flamers in addition to the
Command has recognized
riflemen
the
to suppress.
supply depots are too vulnerable. Fleet will begin transferring these supplies to the checkpoint base just in front of Fort Meru.
Alright, so we're defending the first line here.
Intel reports a new bug threat in our sector. Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Now, not only is it a little tricky to hold this for 10 minutes, the other thing that's tricky is to get your other achievement is to get all the supplies, or no, clear the bug hives, I mean, not to get the supplies. And in order to get the supply, or god dang it, I can't talk today, to get the objective done by clearing out the bug hive, you need to clear it out from this first battle line when it gets spawned in, because if you end up retreating after you complete the objective and then you try to do it, you'll just be totally overwhelmed. And that's why I actually failed this on my first time going through the mission. Now, I did complete the 10-minute battle line protection, so we won't see that necessarily go off here. So I'll just have to kind of guesstimate how long it's going to take me to hold the line here. Now, the nice thing is I do have a timer going on my recording software, but as you can see back here is where that hive is that we have to clear out. So you need to try to balance going over there with coming up and protecting yourself with battle lines here. So you got to try to balance these things out here.
Tell us what to do.
So typically, you want to throw your guys out here so you can use those
Fleet has established a new supply depot in the second line.
incendiary
This position
grenades.
should suffice to hold against any further arachnid attacks.
Awaiting orders. Roger that. Affirmative. Sir.
So we're pushing this up. We've gotten one of the
What to do.
Fleet has dropped extra supplies near the checkpoint base.
Your tools and move out. Tell us what to do.
locations here.
On the move. Roger that. Yes, sir.
They're still pushing us.
Engineers reporting. Standing by. Sir. Sir.
Thankfully, it's waiting a little bit to do the next ambush here.
Tell us what to do. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
So we'll just keep pushing here.
Tools and move out.
So now it's ready, but now we've cleared them out in between there, so we can run those flamethrower guys down. And then we'll keep rebuilding our towers, because we need to have these guys all here to help us. Now we've cleared out this first hive, which is kind of the most challenging point. Now we just need to focus on keeping our battle lines safe, and that's usually best done by using those incendiary grenades to stun the units, and then having flamers to try to slow down the movement in addition to your riflemen.
Tell us what to do. Yes, sir.
They tend to have slightly more guys coming from this right side than they do on the left.
Tell us what to do.
And unlike on the very far left there, you have two different directions where they can be coming that you have to consider suppression, whereas on this left side they only have that one main avenue, so...
Orders? Sir. Infantry. Squad moving out. Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir. Orders? Roger that.
Alright, so now we just need to keep defending the line.
Stash
Now
your
you
tools
can't
and
sit
move
back
out.
here the whole time, and like if you did an amazing job holding the front line, it won't allow you to just beat the whole mission down in the front
Alert,
first battle
bug
line.
attack inbound.
You do need to pull back to be able to activate the next steps into the mission. But again, we got to hold it for the 10 minutes to get our first objective done here.
Engineers reporting.
So generally what you do is you want to start throwing those incendiary grenades once you see the tigers starting to show up. Generally your low tier units are going to be able to easily
Alert,
kill the
bug
warriors,
attack
so you don't need to waste your grenades to do that, but once the tigers show up, they take so many rounds to kill that it generally makes sense for you to just get that going.
Sir. Engineers reporting.
Especially because those heavy machine guns have such a long cooldown.
Sir.
But as you can see, we're starting to get overwhelmed here.
Standing by.
And we just lost one of our flamers.
Listen up. Troopers, listen up.
The big thing is just remember that you can always fall back to the radio station and then do a bunch of reinforcing
A unit
here.
has been promoted,
Sir.
sir.
Roger that.
Sir.
Engineers here. Yes, sir. Sir. Stash your tools and move out. Sir. Awaiting
I
orders.
suppose your other option would be is you could do the demolition charge if you knew the directions and could kind of time it correctly.
Troopers,
But I think it generally makes more sense just use the incendiary grenades because it just makes it so much easier. I suppose you
Alert,
could also
bug
do
attack
the
inbound.
flamer straight line ability too, but it just doesn't seem to hit enough to make it worthwhile. Whereas stunning
Engineers
everybody
reporting.
with those incendiary grenades just seems to work so much better.
Roger that.
standing by.
Orders.
So it's like you need to use your abilities to get
Alert,
kills, but
bug
you don't
attack
want to
inbound.
use them so
A unit has been
inappropriately that you can't get them going.
Tell us what to do.
And then once you start to get these guys to level 3, you can add additional suppression once you start using your shotguns.
Awaiting orders.
Troopers, listen up.
It's like that, so you can use these guys to start suppressing while we're waiting for those grenades to come back up.
Sir. Engineers here.
A unit has been promoted, sir.
Alright, we got that going.
Listen up.
Yeah, we're definitely suffering some losses
Engineers
now.
reporting. Look sharp, troopers. Sir.
Can throw the grenade down.
Troopers, listen up.
Awaiting orders. Sir. All hands. Sir. Tell us what to do. Orders. Get your gear, troopers.
Alright, so we're about,
Look
what,
sharp,
8 or 9
troopers.
minutes now, so
Standing by.
we're
Move out.
almost done with our objective. We just
Sir.
gotta hold
Engineers, follow me.
one more attack wave and we should be good.
Roger that, sir. Haul ass.
Troopers, standing by.
Engineers here.
Standing by.
But as you can see, I am definitely
Orders.
starting to get overwhelmed here as these waves are getting progressively stronger. Because as you pull back, you get more supplies, which means you can start to get higher tier units. Whereas right now, I only have the tier 1 abilities. And unfortunately, my battle tiers are not continuing to progress either while I'm still in this lower region here. So it's not like I can just sit there and get to battle tier 3 or 4 while I'm working here.
Promoted, sir.
Alright, so let's get all this stuff going. Yeah, so this will probably be the last wave I'm able to hold for. Alright, let's get you to reinforce.
Listen up. On the move.
Throw some grenades there. Get you to use your shotgun suppression to help. We've got one more second till that's ready. Alright, so that's 10 minutes, so I would have gotten my achievement had I not already gotten it on my other playthrough.
Listen up.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, roger that.
Infantry, standing by.
Standing by. On the move.
Engineers, roger that.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I kind of want to sit back here and
Alert. Bug attack
try to
inbound.
keep holding the line, but I don't think this makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, I took too long kind of putzing here, so I had an opportunity to run away and now I don't have it. So I guess that's going to force me to fight another round.
Sir. Engineers here.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Engineers, now, sir.
Listen up.
What do you need? Look alive, troopers.
Standing by.
Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to start getting that shotgun suppression going.
Now, here's it.
Got those incendiary grenades here. Your incendiary grenade is back up. We'll throw a round of grenades over here.
Standing by.
Although maybe I want the shotgun suppression, I never know. I mean, they don't seem to be progressing in the center here, so I think it's probably reasonable to do your shotgun suppression. Alright, let's pull you back to reinforce. You need to reinforce.
Listen up.
Sir. Sir. Engineers here.
Standing by.
Move out.
Orders?
Alright,
Sir? Yes, sir.
quick save.
Troopers, listen up. Listen up.
Oh, I didn't realize I could actually repair
Affirmative,
these
infantry, standing
turrets.
by. Affirmative.
Interesting.
Engineers here.
Standing by.
Alert.
Alright, well
Bug
that's a
attack
learning
inbound.
point.
Look alive, troopers.
Unfortunately, this learning point is going to cost me because, again, I had some opportunity to pull back, but because I was putzing, I didn't do it fast enough. Now I'm stuck here again trying to hold the line.
Engineers here.
But yeah, as you can see, you can definitely hold the line for easily 10 minutes once you have a strategy
Alert.
that works. And as you can see here, you know, I'll probably be holding this line for 15 minutes, which is, you know, 50% longer than what's actually necessary. Just because I'm putzing around a little bit here.
Engineers here.
Standing by.
But yeah, this is probably going to be the end of me because I do not think I can hold another. I'm already suffering losses. Yeah, this is not working well.
Standing by.
Yeah, the big thing is just remember you can always summon in more guys as you're suffering losses, and then when they end up suffering losses and they get spawned in again, they start out having all those abilities off of cooldown, so sometimes that can allow you to spam even more guys than you, or more abilities than what you normally do. But yeah, I think it's pretty clear that it's time to get the hell out of here.
Standing by.
Engineers, now here's sir.
Move out.
Engineers here. Orders?
Troopers, listen up.
Alright, well, let's just reinforce everybody and get out of here. Alright, let's demolish those turrets and
Alert. Bug
GTFO.
attack inbound.
Oh my gosh, I'm taking too long. Alright, let's start getting those
Construction
guys, and let's get some rocket launchers. And we'll push you back to here. And we'll start getting some
Our
next
base
tier
is under attack.
troops.
Orders? Get your gear. We're moving. Engineers here.
And then I can have these guys stand up top here
Alert. Bug attack
and shoot at
inbound.
an elevated position.
We've lost contact.
We also have some different sentry guns here to help us.
Engineers here. Orders? Yes, sir. Get your gear.
And they do come up the wall here, so I think what I want to do is have my flamers over here to try to suppress them as they're moving up. And I can also use some of those incendiary grenades to help me. It's a little slow on deciding what I wanted to do here, unfortunately. Maybe we'll do that frag grenade storm, or whatever it's called, while these guys are all coming. Throw that down here. Throw another one over here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they are definitely not playing here.
Engineers, now hear this. Sir. Orders?
Pull you back to start reinforcing you.
Sir. Sir.
Oh boy. Problem is I gotta hold this for a while, because what they'll do is they'll end up summoning a hive behind me, and I gotta clear out that hive before I pull back too.
What do you need?
My unit has been promoted, sir.
Orders? Ready to go. Sir. Engineers?
Command admits they may have underestimated the strength of the bug surge. All supplies will be transferred into Fort Meadows Depot in case the outer defenses cannot hold.
Engineers here.
Alright, so we got that.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Troopers, standing by. Yes, sir.
Start running these guys over.
Affirmative.
Our war
Sir.
support has increased, sir.
Sir.
Alright, let's start getting some towers.
On your wings.
Run you over here to get those supplies.
All ass. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Orders?
Construction complete.
All ass.
Troopers, yes, sir. Standing by.
Alright, that got me a little bit of supplies.
Affirmative. Rock back. Ready to go. Affirmative.
What do you need?
And we'll try to set up some fire support here. We'll get a rocket launcher.
Sir. Engineers, now hear this.
Now you have to defend the line for the next 3 minutes,
Sir.
To
we
trigger
have
the
a
next
built-in
thing.
bug threat in our sector.
Roger that.
which is right here, and those are those scorpion bugs, which are a real nightmare.
Look alive, troopers. Sir. Get ready.
Alright, let's get those Ripper guns in case I have to use those more powerful combat shotguns in close proximity.
Engineers here.
Ready to go.
Alright, let's start throwing everything we got over here. That was probably a waste of that rocket attack.
Sensors are picking up new bug hive activity.
Alright, so here's the new hive spawning behind us.
Sir, get your
So we'll send some forces over that way to try to clear those guys out. We'll set up some more towers here.
Squad, ready for orders.
Alert.
Yeah,
Bug
here
attack
come those
inbound.
damn scorpion bugs. It's like you thought the spitters were a pain in the butt. Now you can see these scorpions, not only do they have significant range, but they hit for significant amounts of damage too.
We've got a unit from dropships on standby. Ready
All
for
supplies have been extracted from the outer bases and shifted to Fort Meadows.
Sir.
affirmative.
Get
Alright,
ready.
well let's try to run these guys over here.
Orders, roger that.
Because again, I need to clear these guys out to be able to push.
Sir, roger that. Affirmative.
Get ready.
We've got a unit.
Alright, let's get some rockets going. Because we're going to need that range to help take out those scorpions.
Weapons hot.
Roger that.
Ready. Let's revive.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Get ready.
This is not looking good, and my machine guns are getting ready to overheat.
Squad ready. Here's here.
Get ready.
Affirmative. Now we're cooking with gas.
Rockets. Yes, sir.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Oh my god, we got multiple scorpions over here.
Roger that.
I was hoping to just push. Yeah, those scorpions are killing my towers, or my bunker I should call it. And unfortunately, they do not heal bunkers. They only heal the sentry guns.
Yes, sir.
We've got alert. Bug attack inbound.
Alright, so we got one more to kill. I am losing the battle over here.
Squad ready. Sir.
We've got a unit under attack.
Alright, that should clear out that hive. Oh no! That other hive just got spawned in. I was too slow.
We've got a unit under attack.
Oh! And maybe because he spawned out the units, I was able to clear it out in time.
We've got a unit under attack.
Alright, excellent. So I think we're going to just lose everybody here. That's fine, because we did successfully clear out that
We've lost
hive.
contact with the comm space.
Engineers, back.
Bugs have tunneled right up to the front walls. They're right on us. We've got to hold the line here.
Affirmative.
Alright, so now we lost the second wave, or the second line, but we were able to clear out that tunnel, so that should get us the objective. Or the achievement, I should say. And now we just need to spawn in new troops. So let's get that going. Unfortunately, I gotta get all new
We've
troops,
got a unit under attack.
which means I gotta wait for my
Construction complete.
drop ships to get restocked, so I can get better units
We need more
coming in.
guns, more troopers to carry them if we are to hold this fort.
Hang in there. Dropships are already en route with supplies and munitions.
Yes, sir.
They better get here fast. In the meantime, we'll make do with what we have.
The
Alright.
most senior officer still on the ground. You've been put in charge of Fort Meadows communication stations and defenses. The Wavebreaker gun batteries should have no trouble obliterating the remaining bug hordes.
Under attack.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you say that. We'll try to get these guys on the wall.
Check your lines.
We've got a unit under attack.
It's almost like there's so many guys here. I gotta get this going as much as possible. And they're attacking my walls. Looks like I gotta get these guys here.
Our turrets are under attack.
Yeah. These guys are getting killed.
We've got a unit under attack.
Engineers report.
Holy shit. Alright, well let's see if we can get some turrets going, I guess, in the meantime. Yeah, well, there goes one of those towers already.
Turrets are under attack.
I wonder if part of that might
Another
not
bug
be
house has
because
been
these
detected on our west
scorpions.
flank. We've got to collapse some of those caves and cut down their numbers.
Affirmative. Engineers report. Roger that.
Alright.
Get ready. Roger that.
Our war support has increased, sir. Dropships on standby, ready for orders.
Dropships have arrived with extra supplies and munitions.
Let's have these guys
They will
focus
remain
on those
standby to
scorpions.
deliver reinforcements.
All right, let's get some more boots on these walls.
Sir.
We've got a unit under attack. We've got a unit under attack. Alert, bug attack
Alright,
inbound.
that's another one of those towers, or
Construction
bunkers.
complete.
Orders, haul ass.
We'll get those guys over to here.
Get ready. Roger that. Affirmative.
Try to help protect that way.
Tell us what time it
Yeah, actually, I didn't think about this, but I rushed those 2 hives at the start. But if you only have to kill a couple of hives, I suppose you could maybe rush these 4 ones at the 4th area here too, and that may count towards your achievements as well. I don't know if I'd really realistically be able to push those ones very well, though, given how badly we're getting our ass kicked right now. I mean, I'm just barely holding the line. Oh, there goes my rocket launchers.
Our base is under attack.
Alright, the big thing is I just gotta hold the control tower. That's what's gonna
We've lost contact with them. We've got a
count
unit
as
under attack.
victory here.
Our turrets are under attack.
Roger that. Sir, rocket team, on me.
We've got a unit under attack.
Target locked. Sir, move out.
Ah, there goes my tower. These guys are killing my gate.
Yes, sir. Weapons hot.
We've got a unit under attack. That unit has been promoted.
Alright,
to
it
first.
doesn't really give me a timer to tell me how long I need to hold for.
Sir. Rocket, yes, sir.
We've got a unit under attack.
Ready to go. Under that. Engineers, that's your tools and move out.
Alright. Yeah, I'm still suffering losses. Now the good news is the Scorpions are having trouble hitting some of my units.
Ready to fire. Weapons hot.
Unfortunately, they outrange my rocket launchers.
Tell us what to do.
Alright, that should be good. Takes about 4 shots to kill one of those Scorpions with the rocket launchers here.
Rocket team up. Rocket team, on me.
Sir,
I mean, I guess with these big lulls in here, this would be the time for you to push those if you wanted
No
to.
more bugs in sight. Is it over?
Unfortunately, no. Bugs have broken through at multiple points and are now concentrating all their strength on Fort Meru. It seems inevitable the base is going to fall.
Then we have to evacuate all remaining personnel. Get as many people out as you can.
Alert. Bug attack.
Oh
inbound.
boy. Alright, so we were just barely holding it. Now we gotta let 40 civilians escape here too, and we're
Engineers
losing
reporting.
our,
yes, sir.
what do they call
Tell
it?
us what's next, your tools,
Wave
and
storm
move out.
cannons or whatever?
Sir, intel reports
Roger
a
that.
new bug threat in our sector.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's kind of set some guys over here by the radio towers to try to help
Alert.
hold
Bug
it.
attack inbound.
Oh, it's about to get breathe.
Roger that. Blast them.
A unit has been promoted, sir.
Alright, let's get this up here. Damn, we've only evacuated 4 civilians so far.
Rockets, we're up. Blast them.
Well, this seems to be
Tell
working.
us what to do.
A unit has been promoted, sir.
Let's just set some of these guys up here.
Roger that.
Well, maybe not. I might have just jinxed myself.
Sir,
Squad ready. Rocket team. Sir.
A unit has been promoted.
Evacuation is about 50% completed. Hang in there.
Alright, well, we'll see. These guys are still holding the line.
Sir.
Rockets,
I'd really like you to be attacking those scorpions, but honestly they don't seem to be hitting me very well with your angle. So it may actually make sense for you not to move and kill them. Because I don't know if that's gonna... if they have limits on it for their coding, that if they have them that they won't summon more in. Alright, we got 4 more
A unit has been
personnel. There we go.
Get out of there, Sam.
Everyone who is still fighting, fall back to the dropships. Get out of here while you're still in one piece.
Alright, success. So we cleared 2 hives and we held the line for 10 minutes. So objectives are completed. Or
Fort
achievements are
Meru
completed.
has fallen to the bugs. Now it's humanity's turn to strike back. Federation forces launch a massive counterattack to cleanse the planet. In the air and on the ground, they'll deliver a swift 1-2 punch that'll catch the bugs off guard. Their superior numbers are no match for the Federation's superior tactics.
Alright, and with that, we will call it quits here for the day. Next time we have to clear all the hives and make sure we get 5 bugs killed with the plasma bug strike. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.